What Die Hard did for high rises, Undersea did for battleships. In this high-sea action thriller starring Steven Seagal, in probably his best film to date, Chief Petty Officer and Bolognese expert Casey Ryback is all that stands in the way of thwarting the mutiny aboard the USS Missouri, led by William Strannix and Commander Krill. Ryback must assemble his ragtag group of friends and women in order to stop Strannix's nuclear-fueled revenge. Given what the future held for Mr. Seagal, it seems the only thing that was really under siege was his film career. This is the TRACcast.
Hey you, Seagal, call out! Yeah, we're calling you out.
Calling you out, Mr. Seagal.
Another banger introduction, cold open, Christian. Wonderful, just wonderful.
I try.
Wonderful.
Oh man, this was a freaking movie, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Welcome to another episode of today's review of Assorted Cinema, otherwise known as the TRACcast. I'm one of your hosts, Trevor.
I'm Ryan.
And back by popular demand, I'm Aref.
And last but not least, Christian.
I realized I put my last name in there for some reason. Don't know why.
I could take it out.
I mean, yeah, do that, but you know, no big deal.
just doxing yourself.
Say a different last name. Say a different last name.
I mean, how many Trevor Joneses are out there? You know what I mean?
That's true.
I'm Trevor Jones.
This is Christian Pepperoni.
Yeah, John Stone.
Trevor Jones and Christian Pepperoni in the morning.
With John
Armstrong and spaghetti
in the sidecar pit. Oh yeah, well, welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about Under Siege, starring Steven Seagal, as stated in the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, spoilers for Under Siege, a crazy 1992 movie directed by Andrew Davis. Fun fact. Also the director of Holes, gentlemen. I think we wanted to...
Really? Oh,
that
that's why I love that
crazy?
movie so much.
Yeah. I remember looking that up, and I was like,
you could
wow.
see in this movie what he was going to do in Holes.
Yeah, you could really see it. That's for sure. Yeah, no, we're going to dive into it in just a minute. You know, classic analysis and review. But yeah, no, it's been a minute since we recorded an episode. And I know that, like, internally we're starting to get them out, which is really exciting. And yeah, no, I'm really happy that we're back into it and recording again.
Just for context for the viewers, we took a brief 3-minute break because I'm impregnated like a seahorse. My fiance got pregnant and she put the baby within me. She left for the winter, and I'm going to pump out like 30 to 50 babies.
40 babies.
You know what?
Yeah.
Golf clap.
You were impregged. Yeah, we golf clap for impreg.
For you. I'm so happy. I was going to say we were gone for a little bit because a few of us did go to a wedding. Shout out friend of the show, Tanner.
He was on an episode.
He was
Streets
on an
Fire
episode. That's correct. Perhaps he'll be back again. But Tanner got married, and that was exciting. Aref did some cool stuff on the East Coast.
Questionable things.
Yeah, questionable things. But now we're back and getting back into the swing of things in the TRACcast today. Good to be back. Good to be back, and quite the movie to dive into.
real banger to come back to, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. Before we dive in, though, there was another thing we wanted to do. Take us away, yeah.
I had a fun idea to kind of celebrate, kind of coming back, into the swing of things. And I wanted to have a fun little game prepared for us. So I have curated a handful of reviews from good old Letterboxd. User reviews that I think are kind of funny. And I'm going to read the review. And these are all reviews of movies that we have previously done on episodes. And I'm going to read the reviews just blank. And I want you guys to try to guess what movie it's reviewing. Like what movie it's talking about.
Listener at home, definitely play along.
Yeah, please do.
But please do. Yeah. And leave a comment and phone us at 304 8592 for a really cool prize if you get all of them right.
Yeah, definitely. All right, the first one, and again, this is like it's like Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's games made up, points don't matter. But this will determine who gets to stay on the podcast.
Oh, are we voting somebody off?
Oh,
Wait,
kicking somebody out.
Wait. I didn't realize this was for Marvel.
It's American Idol.
Oh, God.
And if you all tie, then I'm
Survivor
out.
now.
Me and my 30 to 50 babies left.
Yeah. Adam's 30 babies will be on the street with them. It's so
How will we support without the anyway? Okay. All right, the first review. Interesting premise, but awful execution. I'm not sure how it wound up rated so highly. Perhaps because it is a stupid person's idea of what an intellectual type movie might be like.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what this is.
Let's deliberate.
This could be so many ones.
This could be so many. I genuinely.
Whenever we work
No,
together, we all have our own
Yeah,
answers.
I think we work together and come up with one together.
Okay, because I think it's either Man from Earth or Da Vinci Code.
Oh my! But Da Vinci Code, Da Vinci Code. I don't think will be rated highly.
Yeah,
is the thing.
Yeah.
I think it would because it had cool transitions and it was it makes you feel smart
What if
because it
it's
solves
another
things
round?
for you. So
But
people are like, "Oh, this makes me feel."
This is
fucking
okay,
good."
but you this is Letterboxd, right? These
Yeah.
are film bro assholes. I'm thinking Man from Earth or Brazil.
I say we go Man
that
from
Man
Earth.
from Earth is rated highly, though. I feel like people don't even know that movie exists.
I think just for
All
how many people have seen
I'm
it.
down
maybe?
to go Man of Earth. My heart thinks it might be another round for some reason.
Man from
You know,
Earth.
let's do that. Let's do a unit. No, another round. I feel like is only watched by
maybe
people
so,
who would
maybe
enjoy
so.
that.
It's got to be maybe Brazil. I think it's Brazil. I don't know.
All right, here. Let's do a uniform answer
Okay,
and then
all right.
our own
Yeah,
personal
just-
guesses if
yeah,
we weren't
yeah.
to
So
agree
we're
with that. one.
thinking. What was it? What did we deliver? What did we deliberate on?
We're doing okay. Uniform
Man from Earth,
answer
yeah.
is Man from Earth. Ryan, what's your non-Man from Earth answer?
Da Vinci Code.
I'm saying another round.
I'm going with Skinamarink.
The correct answer is The Man from Earth.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ryan,
crazy.
Let's
Let's go!
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
I'm starting to think we actually do.
I'm like,
different
I get
answers.
it.
Let's
Okay,
do
all right,
different-
yeah. Okay.
I think that would make sense. But either way, we'll be fine.
Next one. Okay. Scared looking through eyes emoji. In my opinion, not a great ketamine movie.
Oh, that's got to be Skinamarink.
Oh,
Skinamarink.
that's for sure Skinamarink.
Skinamarink.
That's Skinamarink
Skinamarink
for
fucking
sure.
At least I am. I'm
Ryan.
not.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I was going to say The Village or something.
What if they had a crazy?
Oh, that's
what if they had
also a
crazy
good
coherence
one.
Time?
Oh, fuck. That's also a good one. Okay, I already locked in
I'll go-
Skinamarink.
I'm
I
going-
locked in
I'm going-
Skinamarink.
I'll go
Both of you guys have good
It
ones.
is Skinamarink.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
glad you
You're-
clocked into the coherence thing, because that's why I picked it, because I was like, well, there was ketamine and coherence. So.
Yeah. True.
Watched April 10th, 2021. This is like a Lifetime movie, but for men.
This has to be another round.
Oh.
You know what I think? Oh fuck! What's that fucking movie called with the Rock
Outland
and
Tales?
they have like a
Oh.
pseudo Elon Musk?
Southland's Tale.
I think it's
No,
Southland
I
Tales.
think it's another round. I think it's
I think another round.
There's a Lifetime movie. No, yeah, it's got to be another round. It's got to be.
All right, you two locking another round. Adif, what do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm locking another.
Yep,
I'm doing
yep, yep.
Southland Tales.
It's Cradle to the Grave.
What? You know what?
What
the
Now that
fuck?
you say that, I'm not.
That's
I don't think that's
a
too
goofy
off,
action movie?
though. You know, it does kind of have Lifetime movie vibes.
Well, instead of making super lasers with thumb drives or whatever they were doing in that movie, if the bad guy was stealing Christmas or something stupid, or taking down nativity scenes,
Oh, that would have
I
been.
also
then
think
yeah.
about how they
but-
were at the location to what did they do? They went in and they did that whole secret heist mission in that office only to burst through the window just 2 scenes later.
and to shoot a Baird 50
Oh my
cal through the safe.
And there's kind of just like hot women for the sake of hot women. You know what I mean?
It's a Spike TV movie.
Yeah, Lifetime movie for men.
All right. We'll do one more.
All right. Final one.
Final one here. I have a couple good ones. Okay, here. This is the one that made me laugh the most. If this made 5% more sense, it would be an undeniable masterpiece. 6% would be too much. 10% unwatchable.
That could be any of them.
5% more.
That
could be a lot of
This is the hardest one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. What
It's
are
either
the movies
Coherence.
that, don't make sense. Oh, it could be Coherence, maybe.
Coherence is a good one. Coherence is a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Coherence, Ryan.
Could they mean Creep? Like they think Aaron's too unreal, like realistic?
Smile could be Smile. You know what? I'm gonna go Smile.
This would be so realistic.
Okay, Smile, and then Ryan and Adam are doing Coherence.
Coherence. We can have the same answer.
Well, we gotta make a shotgun
one?
spread.
You want to spread out?
The Village.
I'm gonna say the
The
Village,
Village is good.
just because of the twist. They're like, oh, like
Could have been.
this was so close.
Now, while I do like your guys' analysis, you're all wrong. It is Southland Tales.
Oh, darn it! Of course. That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
The review.
Yeah.
The review is only if this had a short story and graphic novels.
Yeah.
Then I'd like it.
But honestly, I think that's an apt
Yeah.
review though, because like if that movie did make too much sense,
Yeah,
it would be
I agree.
terrible.
You have to have things being open.
The Rock was just actually good.
You all
That's
did.
kind of
You all
crazy.
did wonderful. You all get to stay on the podcast, and I think this will be a fun recurring bit that we can do.
Yeah. I think so. I think this will be fun. You know.
Until next time.
What?
Trevor, do you really think that? That's a stupid
sorry.
joke. Cut that, Ryan.
I
I was just gonna rip into Gal Gadot again, but I don't want to just keep
We
hating.
can have a
on
rip on Gal Gadot sesh. What's up? No, what's up, buddy? What's going on?
No, I can't. No. I like Snowman and the Huntsman too much. It's too good, or whatever the fuck the new Snow
I think it's just Snow White.
Snow
I
White
don't
lady
think she was a
women
terrible
fucking
Wonder
shit
Woman.
is.
That movie sucked,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's the lady who was Wonder Woman, right?
and she's not like a great actress.
What has she
but I
done
think She does
recently?
Wonder Woman well.
She also
does it
once-
kind of stoic.
She also once bought enough champagne to fill the Nile. So I mean,
That is also true. She did that. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Oh, she was in Snow
Is that
White.
No, that's
actually
from-
part of that
That
movie?
in-
it's from Death on the Nile.
yeah.
I know. Is that
Oh,
part? That's what I'm saying.
it's
Is that from Death on the
Well,
Nile?
it's a
Like she bought
line
enough
that she
champagne
says
for the
that's
Nile?
like really awkward.
She gives a speech about her marriage and coming in as a Hercule Poirot fan.
There we go.
Movie, yeah, trilogy.
I never
wasn't
saw
that
Death on the
good.
Nile, but I saw the third one. Well, I saw the Oriental Express, and then I saw
Haunting
what was the
of
third
Venice.
one? The Haunting
They're
of
the only
Venice.
ones you need to see, honestly.
Yeah, those are the only ones you need to see. Wow, guys. Again, Christian, that was a fantastic little thing. I really like incorporating that with our show. So thank you.
We like corporate takeovers.
Speaking of takeovers,
Speaking of takeovers, great segue, fantastic,
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I sniped it from you. I'm sorry.
Let's. Well, you just said Ryan.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's called an alley oop. I run to the hoop, over the head. Christian comes from
There
the
we go.
top, windmills it in. Trevor passes it through his leg.
Yeah, I always pass it through my legs. That's the best way of passing because they don't see it. What?
Don't
They don't
see
see
it.
it when I pass it through the legs. What
It's
do you want
gone.
and I pass it to Aref. What did you want me to say?
And then I pass it to Steph Curry, where he throws it from across the court, and everybody celebrates.
That
when
was
it
a
didn't
funny
actually go
clip.
in the
I did
hoop.
see that.
Yeah, you saw
We
that.
get to talk about Under Siege.
I think right now, Ryan, this was your pick.
Yeah, this was Ryan's
Talk
pick.
about it.
This is a schlock movie that you can definitely
yeah.
sink your teeth into. You don't even have to pay attention to this movie because the more you pay attention, the dumber the movie gets. So it's best just to zone out and hang out while you're watching this because you're not going to get any deep answers.
It's good, like put on that in the background movie.
Yeah, this is a 1992 action, like I guess just action flick. You know, I wouldn't say it's action comedy. You know, it's your
It's
Die
not a
Hard,
comedy.
it's your Speed, it's your, you know, it is
It's
unintentionally
unintentionally funny.
in very many parts. Go cue ball, go cue ball, go cue ball. Wow, Steven Seagal. It's Steven Seagal's best movie. You said in the trailer or in our cold open, and I think I agree with that.
It is undeniably, at least like where he's in the leading role for sure. And
Yeah.
I would even say leading role in quotes, because it honestly sometimes feel like he's in less of the movie than Tommy Lee Jones and
Yeah,
Gary
he's
Busey.
really not in this movie that much.
He's locked in the freezer for
like the
20
good
minutes of the
amount at
movie?
beginning,
Yeah. At least the first 25 minutes. Yeah, and then we have a Gary Busey
Just a
who is
weirdo.
Commander Krill. So so Steven Seagal is Casey Ryback, who is introduced as this like, you know, cook, but like with this like, you know, past of like
Badass
his style
chef.
goes deep and there's a lot of red in my ledger kind of style, you know.
He's a renegade, doesn't play by the rules.
But then you got Gary Busey playing Commander Krill on a
Mhm.
boat, which is really funny to me.
Buseying it up, one might say.
Buseying it up. We don't have to give everybody an introduction, but then you're introduced to a captain pretty early on who we'll get into it when we start breaking down the story.
Yeah.
But, and then Tommy Lee Jones is in the movie
Mhm.
as William Strannix, and he's a guy with interesting past. We'll get into that as we go into it. But first impression, boys. I mean, like, Ryan, what made you bring the movie other than it being like a schlocky action flick? Like, do you have fond memories of this, or did you like watch this before or anything like that?
Not this one specifically. I've seen this one before, but I watched Urban Justice not too long ago, and that was like, oof, that's so cool. He's like, he has a black scent. He shoots everybody, and he's just faster with his hands, and he's
Right.
getting old and fat, so he could only bend at the hip. He's like an early PS1 model. He only bend at the hips and like do little actions, and he's just destroying everybody. And I remembered this movie because this movie I thought it was cool, but I was sadly mistaken.
It's not the uncoolest. It's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it
It's-
is.
I think
It's not
the movie's
that.
pretty fun. I think it's just
This
fun.
okay. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It doesn't play itself as fun.
I think it does.
This thing thankfully didn't win
No.
any awards.
No,
It was nominated
so
though
we're
for
safe.
like cinematography or something, or
It was. Oh yeah, let's actually talk about that real quick. I think that's really. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they used the blue screen shit to add depth of field
Yeah.
to
But it
scenes.
wasn't blue screen, was it? I thought that the whole thing was that it was a new lens technology.
No, they used like a different type of camera and it was used for the first time on
innovative
this.
Yeah.
innovative film Under Siege.
How
It's
interesting.
so interesting because like they use some innovative camera techniques on this boat, but for some reason everything else is just so weird. This movie's weird. This movie's strange. I don't know.
What did you think, Aref? What were your first impressions?
My first impressions are I couldn't rewatch this shit because it's not streaming anywhere. But yeah, I think for good reason.
For the better half of
I don't
humanity.
like. This is my first Steven Seagal movie.
Here.
Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch anymore. So I was expecting something a lot more silly, but I thought it was like a pretty standard pseudo serious action movie. I mean, that's kind of what I was getting from it.
You have to get to the mid 2000s
Yeah.
to get the
Well,
goofy
This is
shit.
1992, right?
Urban Justice is the start of that.
This is 92. This is 93. I feel like it's a little dated for the time of its release. It's very 80s.
It's on that cusp.
It's
like
very
the early
80s.
90s, kind of like coming off the action star 80s, yeah, that
Highs
kind of
the
thing.
80s.
Yeah, kind of like your Die Hards, your Speeds, like your Con Air. How can we, we have an action star who we're gonna lead this thing. He's in a situation. He's gonna save the day. Maybe
And
there's
have
a little
woman.
bit of military propaganda in it. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of military funding. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Maybe there is. I don't
Oh yeah, no, they used real military vessels. There's no way the U.S. military wasn't like trying to get the lower half of our graduating classes to join.
Everybody's cool in the movie. Even the people who like die and are bad guys are cool. I mean, listen, I'll say it: the bad guys are cool. Like they're very fun.
They're the most fun aspect of the movie.
They kind of are.
If they weren't literally nuking Hawaii, they'd be the good guys.
Maybe we've given enough of a peek into the movie. Maybe we should just give a little bit of a recap of the story. Get to some story beats here. Because when you say nuking Hawaii, I feel like people their ears start to perk up.
Like, whoa, hey,
whoa, we don't do that. No.
But yeah, no, the movie starts off aboard the USS Missouri, a battleship. We start off in Pearl Harbor. The president announces that it's going to be decommissioned in California. So it sets off on its final voyage, and we see Casey Ryback. He's a loose cannon, no nonsense cook on the ship, and it's very funny. Anytime early on you see him in the kitchen because he's wearing that big chef's hat. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, the big Raccacoonie hat.
The Raccacoonie hat. Literally. And he's fooling around. He's hanging around with his best buds in there.
You're introduced to the cook, like the cooks of the kitchen, and like they are they make it look really cool. They make it look like it's a lot of fun. Like they have a little dance off. They start doing
they don't make it look
they do
awful.
A dance off, but like it's like one dude, and then they kind of move. They kind of move weird.
He's dancing off to everybody. He's fighting them all.
Oh yeah, he is.
It's a 1,000 Heartless battle, but a dance off.
Shots of interior battleship.
Oh yeah,
and then all of a sudden it's like dance off with the cooks in the kitchen. Like
man, Steven Seagal's so cool. Like he could dance, he could cook, he do all this stuff.
Hey, my
he lets me dance.
He can do it all.
And it's so funny to me because, again, full respect to his little band of friends that show up later in the movie. I know these characters have names. I don't remember them, and I don't think the movie does a good job of knowing what these.
We're not going to worry about that.
I don't think they get called by their names.
It wasn't just
I'm going to go off and just say that I don't know if anybody's names in this movie even matter.
The only person that matters is Ryback.
Right. We're probably going to refer to them as their actor names. Steven Seagal and Gary Busey a lot. Or Tommy Lee Jones. And I like this movie has like so many shots of the war room for no reason. There's so many like general people that you just are like, my god.
You're just like, oh, okay, I just remember that he's a bad guy. Okay, yeah, okay.
So Casey Ryback is introduced.
Yeah, simply just remember he's a bad guy.
He's introduced as this hot shot, like, cook with, but potentially a checkered past. Like, we'll get a little more into that as we go.
And, yeah.
We're quickly introduced to Gary Busey's character, Commander Krill, who is like definitely second in command to the captain of the ship. Or at least I'm getting the vibes that he's second in command of captain.
He is the second in command, I think, yeah.
Yeah, he and Ryback do not get along, and that is made very apparent pretty early. He's like talking about him, like even before like they even see each other. Like he says something about Ryback.
Yeah, he's up my ass all the time. It's weird that the second in command has beef with the chef.
Like out of all people,
like, why would you beef with the chef?
Like if anybody,
the chef is just so much of a problem, dude. Casey Ryback doesn't take no shit.
Or he's so much cooler
because he's like
your food.
He's like the straight guy, you know what I mean?
Like, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? Like, I feel like, I don't know, the impression that I got from the beginning was he's kind of he's the one who is like
the straight guy. The straight guy. No, I mean, explain if you want. I'm sorry.
I won't explain.
Oh, I mean, sorry.
No, I won't explain.
Sorry, I just wanted to empathize with the
I can't fucking operate under these fucking circumstances. You know I'm fucking signed, right? I have an agent.
This is just like the relationship.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Trying.
Like, we don't have to be friends, but we need a cordial working relationship if we're going to make this work.
This is a good representation.
Anyways, no, but like the impression that I get from the beginning is that he's like he goes by his morals. You know what I mean? Like he's not he's not gonna. He will tell you how it is. He'll tell you if you're being an asshole. And I feel like that's kind of an implied past between the two.
And we talked a little bit about how like I yesterday I rewatched the movie again in between. It doesn't matter. Don't include that. But one of the things that we've discussed was that like we were wondering if Commander Krill knew about like Casey Ryback's Gary Busey knew about Steven Seagal's past, like in terms of being like a huge badass, or like did he not know? I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did, even though it sounds like something that he would know. But
it just seemed like they just started shit with each other, and they had
yeah.
This movie may have been written in 4 months.
It might have been.
How do you guys know Gary Busey, like as a person? How do you guys like? Where does your connection?
Personally,
he watched my dog.
No, like what I mean is like I used to watch VH1 a lot when I was a kid.
Sure.
And they did those like I can't remember what they were called, but it was like totally 90s and totally.
I love the 80s. I love the 90s.
Oh yes, thank you. I love the 80s and I love the 90s. And he was on that show, and that was how I knew him. But then like they also like punked on him because like of what happened with him like in the mid 2000s. But like that was kind of like part of the fun of it all. I don't know. Like, do you guys?
It was
remember
a weird time, is what we're trying to say.
It was a weird time for those listeners listening to us, to me, my words right now. VH1, I love the 80s. Was that crazy? I love the 90s. And it was like I love the movies, and they covered other stuff, or like I love Hollywood. I don't know.
Stuff. Yeah, I remember that like block of TV, and it was just like, remember this? Oh, that was freaking wild.
And then they had comedians commenting on it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would say, as someone that didn't grow up, obviously in the time when he was a bigger star, I mostly knew him kind of from like what you were saying, like from
the controversy kind of stuff,
side stuff, like he's just kind of this wacky guy,
TMZ, kind of sensational,
the TMZ era, and I knew that he had the accident and like was on addicted to drugs and all that, and had all those issues. Kind of so tragic. That's also kind of what I knew about him, but like as I got older, I eventually kind of learned that no, like he's been a serious actor, previously, and he's a good actor too. I think he's really, really good in this.
There's I can't remember what movie it is, but I saw Gary Busey in a movie, and I was like, man, that wasn't too bad. Like he's fine. Like he's a cool person. I mean, overall, he just went through some tragic stuff and had a brief little downturn.
Yeah.
Shout out Gary Busey. That's all we got to say. TRACcast,
friend of the pod, Gary Busey.
Friend of the pod, Gary Busey. If you're listening, we would love to
come on
talk
to the show sometime
about Under Siege. I'm curious. I don't even want to Google it because I don't want to Google it, but I want to know, were you guys actually on a ship? Please reach out. It would be cool.
I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
This movie's got Tommy Lee Jones.
Does have Tommy Lee Jones?
And we're introduced to him pretty quick. Christian, give us a rundown. So Tommy Lee Jones comes in, and it's the captain's birthday. It just happens.
It is.
So, and mind you, what is that? That's the setup we're working with right now. It's the captain of the ship's surprise birthday party.
It's the captain's birthday. And the reason that Ryback and Krill get into an argument is because Krill is like, I'm flying in all this catering, like, stop cooking for the captain, blah, 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 and they do a whole thing. And then because of that, they're like, they get into a fight, and then Krill is like, oh, I can't throw you in the brig, I'll throw you in the fridge, just stay in there, and they lock him in the walk-in fridge.
Yeah, they lock Steven Seagal into the fridge in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So meanwhile, the catering is coming in by helicopter, as well as the entertainment. And part of the entertainment is a rock group, I guess. And when the lead singer, I guess, is Tommy Lee Jones in this, when we're first introduced to him, I'm like, this is the best movie ever. He's like a rocker dude. And I'm like, my first impression, because I had never seen this movie, I didn't really know what it was about. I was like, oh, he's gonna be like a rocker, and then like he's gonna have to team up with Steven Seagal, and they got like take down some bad guys. Like this is gonna be awesome because he's like playing it up. Tommy Lee Jones is the most entertaining part of this movie by far, because he's hamming it up, he's cheesing it up.
I very much liked his performance a lot, and I wish he talked more. And was on and like did a little bit more because I feel like it was kind of more of a Gary Busey, Steven Seagal double bill, and Tommy Lee was just kind of the supporting, and you know he didn't get as much as he should have. Because I agree, you're seeing a performance here, reminiscent of like Nick Cage in a lot of his like you know kind of mid-90s movies where he plays like a downtrodden you know father or like you know what I mean, like he like just a really kind of swing for the fences big you know action.
You said that, and now I'm picturing this movie like again, not to like recast Tommy Lee Jones because I really like him in this movie, but like I'm now picturing the movie where it's Nicolas Cage, but like his character from Face Off, and I'm like, this movie would be amazing.
right. Like you're getting that kind of you know style of performance here, and I think the tone of this movie is something that I just like can't get down with. It's like because it just so flops around. It doesn't feel solid for me. We'll get into it.
Yeah, but in addition to the catering and the music, is also a lady named Jordan Tate, who is a Playboy model,
played by Erica Eleniak.
Yeah, Erica Eleniak, or forgive us if we're butchering that name.
Has she been in anything else?
Not a. She was in E.T. as like an extra.
No fucking way.
As E.T. Sorry.
No, she was. She puppeted E.T.
She's really not in
Pretty Girl.
a lot. She was in the movie Librarians.
The Blob.
Yeah.
Beverly Hillbillies, the remake.
She was in The Blob?
The 1930s Blob. No, the 1988 remake. Not the Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen was like 55 when he made that movie, and he's like a high school junior. Getting ready for like a basketball game. Like you served in World War One. What the fuck?
But
she's been on some like TV and stuff. But she's been around. She's been around.
We should maybe just kind of address her right now.
I think that's a good idea. Because
let's just get Jordan Tate's character out of the way right now.
I wanna quickly, because I did write the cold intro, I want to get ahead of the misogyny allegations when I refer to her as just woman. That is not me. That is not my assertion. That is how the movie portrays her. Because she's given nothing in this movie, and it pisses me off so much.
Which is kind of a bummer, because she's a cool character. Anyways.
It is a travesty that there are, like, a very small, I think maybe genuinely two women in this movie. I think there's literally, like, maybe two.
Yeah, there's her, and then there's, like, one in the background.
One of them says literally nothing, but is in frame for, I want to say, probably a nice 55% of the movie. Like, a very large chunk. But doesn't say a single word. And then Jordan Tate, as a character, is written to do literally nothing.
No, I have a metric that you could use, a technique, and you replace the character in question with like a lamp or a sack of jewels, lamppost. We said a peacock on a lamppost or something.
The equivalent of like what animal it would like the intelligence level of an animal, it could also do the same thing. So, like, for instance, yes.
Because Steven Seagal, like, guides her place to place up until, like, maybe the very end.
Of the character. It's like...
Because she is billed as essentially his sidekick in the movie. Right. We're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but...
No, I mean, again, she's in the movie.
Yeah,
for,
she is short round.
Tate is in the movie for, like, 70% of it. Like, she's kind of his sidekick, but, like, doesn't do anything. Doesn't even get kidnapped. Doesn't even, like, just kind of stands there.
Yeah,
except for one part.
Well, like her setup is that she drugs herself on accident.
because the reason for her
That's her
being
setup.
there, is like she's gonna come out of the cake or something for the captain or whatever.
She's there to excite the boys, I guess, because it's a ship full of men.
Which, by the way, she's hired as like a she's
a
what, like some
Playboy
kind of movie
model.
star.
She's Miss July, they say.
Look. Would you guys want to view a stripper of any gender with your coworkers?
No,
You know what I mean?
Aref, come on, it's a band of brothers. Okay, it's not just friends and coworkers; it's brothers.
I don't give a fuck who it is. If I'm working with you, I don't want to see a stripper
I
with
get
you.
that.
You know what I mean? Fuck that. Unless you're friends externally.
I feel like the idea is that they're just such a camaraderie.
Your innies and outies are
Yeah.
cool with each other.
There's such a camaraderie, and it's just like, oh, you're on. It's the Navy thing to do, but like,
It's also
feels
really
so
gross
weird.
the
It
way
just
they're all
feels so
talking
weird.
about her, because we see clips of like crew people that later get like locked away in the brig or whatever the hell, but like they're like, oh yeah, that's my future wife, and I'm like, this is the worst vibes for this. I'm like,
it's
she must be
terrible.
terrified.
Yeah, and there's no other female on that
I
ship.
know.
It's just her.
Horrible. It's terrible.
Terrible.
And okay, and just because sometimes I like to do this thing where I like try to like rewrite a part in a movie, and I'm like, well, how would this be different or whatever? And like,
Sure.
I'm not saying that she has to be like a badass or something to like do stuff in the movie, but like, wouldn't it be an added layer if like she revealed to Ryback like, I'm actually special forces, I was sent here undercover or something, and then like
That'd be badass.
and then
that'd be so much
kick-ass
cooler
too, and like I don't know, it just adds
So
something. It just feels like they need her there,
or just
it's
like
too Hideo Kojima.
just simple, even like hijinks of like we'll like go over there and distract them, and oh, not that, like cut that wire, and like, oh no, like I don't know, just like Steven Seagal having to pick up her weight, but like there's not even that. Like she literally is like his shadow, and
she
just doesn't
does
speak.
one thing.
I don't even think she's a Mary Sue.
No.
And it's really unfortunate because like I don't know, I could feel this energy that like she really wanted to do more. I don't know, it's just really unfortunate because I liked her. I liked her character in general, but I just wish she had more to do.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say too was that when Steven Seagal's character's introduced, there's these like shots of like him cooking, and it looks really professional and really good. But on a rewatch, I noticed that it's just shots of hands, so you can't tell whether or not it's actually Steven Seagal doing anything. And the only shot that you can see Steven Seagal is in the wide shot. So like you never see him actually cook or throw a knife.
They asked him that day, they're like, Steven, can you chop a carrot? And he's like, no man, I don't chop carrots.
I've never cooked a thing in my life. You think I'm soy cooking?
Anyways, we want to shout out Erica Eleniak to the podcast, just because like we think you were robbed. We think you should have been given more.
Friend of the pod.
We hope
Erica
you got a good,
Eleniak.
I hope you had a good experience, and I hope you got a good paycheck out of it. And
if you want to be interviewed, we'll bring you on.
We know Steven's down.
Yeah, you could pick the movie. We'll watch a movie you want to watch.
We'll organize that thing like they did during COVID, where it was like they would get actors in Zoom calls, and it's like, let's do like a script read through or whatever.
Could you imagine the Under Siege read through?
The Under Siege read through, and we'll take turns doing Seagal lines.
Yeah,
for sure. Talks.
Okay, so it's the captain's birthday. The catering's coming in. The entertainment's here.
Everything's happening. The party's jumping.
This movie starts pretty quick. And mind you, we've talked a lot, but this is the first maybe 10 minutes of the movie. Like you really haven't even gotten there yet. But there's also not really that much more to talk about.
No. The party's bouncing. The party's jumping, and then. There's this really cool. I do like how I made a note. I was like, I do like how the movie shifts into like the plot, because you're like, okay, where's this going? And there's a part when like Tommy Lee Jones and the band are up there. They're like, blah, 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 and he goes, hey, who's the highest ranking officer in this room? And they point to one of the guys, and he's like, oh, I'm the third in command. He goes, oh, okay, and he takes out a gun and just shoots him. And I'm like, whoa.
then there's like, but then it's filled
across
with
the
like
map.
6 minutes of just people in a line walking through shots of the battleship.
They love shooting the interior shots of the hallways of the battleship. Like even just like when they're sneaking around, it's
They
like
had
POV.
like butlers go down to like the engine room and be like, "Would you care for hors d'oeuvres?" Like in the like middle of the scene, and they're like, "Huh, what?" And then
Get
they
the
just
fuck
shoot them
outta
in the
here.
leg.
Yeah.
We also can't miss the other female on the ship. Actually, I forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah,
Christian.
the other Miss July. There's a part when Gary Busey comes out in like drag and he's like doing a bit like. But okay, this is also another thing I noticed.
Rudy Giuliani type drag.
Yeah. Oh my dude, that shit.
Like, no
that shit pissed
effort.
me
Where
off.
is this going?
That shit pissed me
Because
off
it
so
just kind of
bad.
happens, and then you're like, "What?" And then
Well,
it makes
for
sense, but then it's like, does it?
For clarification, this was as a bit before before the shoe dropped, if you will.
It's supposed to
when
be a
we're
bit, yes.
distracting the troops and we're having a good time, blah blah blah. I like the note because we obviously now spoiler alert, we're spoiling the whole movie, but whatever. We learned that Krill and Mannix, Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones, are in cahoots. Krill has now helped Mannix to help take over the ship and lock away all the people in the brig and all that, whatever. But I like the fact that they were like doing bits before they like.
Yeah,
I like that they're like so. Yeah, they're just like,
they're
oh,
RPing.
whoa, how do you do? Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they know each other. Like,
Yeah.
it's for us, obviously.
Not only that, but Tommy Lee Jones, like 45 minutes in, they call like the entire like the leaders of the army at like the war room, and they're like, "It's you. We always knew who you were." And it's like the most infamous terrorist walked onto your boat and killed your captain. That's crazy.
Well, and it's not even that he was like.
Like this is the dumbest group of
It's not even
guys.
that he was a known terrorist. Is it? Well, I mean, again, we're going all over the place. Whatever. Strannix was like he was like an ex-CIA. He was an ex-CIA operative or something, right? So he was even one of their guys.
yeah, yes. Maybe before we get into that, let's just Gary Busey's in drag. It's used as a distraction, but it's also a bit. He kills the captain. The captain you're introduced to.
Yeah,
the captain you're introduced to, and you're like, oh man, like this guy's gonna be like, locked up or whatever, held hostage. No,
and for his brief role, by the way, played by Patrick O'Neill, who is like a legendary, very old actor, and this was his final film as well.
On first watch of this movie, the sequence of events is absolutely insane. It really is. It really does feel like a fever dream of just like what is happening.
I think it's effective. I think it works.
It's effective. I wouldn't say it's not because you just kind of keep guessing and you don't have a time to process it. I think there was this one thing. What was it? It's after he shoots the captain. He goes like, "Oh, I'm gonna go change," and then he like goes and he like puts on his coat, and then he like walks out of the frame and then walks into the frame on the same side.
It's a pretty slick transition. I'm not gonna lie. I
was like, I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know, but I don't know.
If they cut something in between and then just like fuck it.
The first like 20 minutes of this movie is like the setup of the movie, and yes. It's the main meat, and you're introduced to Tommy Lee Jones's group, and he brought like the catering and the entertainment was all like this group of like terrorists who are all like ex-CIA members who have been wronged before, and the real whole thing is that they're holding the ship hostage to get nuclear or to get money or something.
Their plan is to sell the nuclear missiles that are on the ship to North Korea, because a North Korean submarine is going to come meet them, and then they're going to sell the missiles as a way to like get back at the US for trying to kill Tommy Lee Jones, because Tommy Lee Jones used to work for them. It's Metal Gear.
It's Metal Gear Solid. It's Metal Gear Solid. That's the setup, and then like you're introduced to like the war room, and then you got your whole bureaucracy there where they start arguing about what to do, and they send SEAL Team 5, and they send F-16s, and nothing's working, and
they send multiple people,
and then but the meat and potato, like after all of that, then Casey Ryback and Steven Seagal gets out of the freezer, links up with Jordan Tate, and that's when we start like the movie in terms of the action sequences to save the day, and then you have your Con Air movie.
I will say really quick because one of my I took a note here in my little handwritten notepad here. One of the lines that really got me was there's a scene because after everything happens and Ryback escapes, he's like looking around all mysterious, and then Jordan Tate pops out of the cake like she's supposed to because whatever, but Krill drugged her earlier into falling asleep in the cake to distract her or whatever, but she pops out and is like blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, wait, what's going on? And she's like really scared, and he's like, what's going on, blah blah blah. And she's recounting what happened, like, I'm here, I'm just a Playboy model, I was here for the entertainment, like, and then I was drugged and all this stuff, and she's like very scared and distressed. And his response to her going is to her saying that, he says, and I quote, "What kind of babbling bullshit is this?" And I'm like that's the movie's thesis towards women.
You never wake up in a terrorist situation before.
Which let's be like frank here, right? There's two options that he is aware of. One, she just sat through like a massive shootout, right?
Right.
With zero visibility. She doesn't know if she's gonna die. Or two, he knows that she was drugged and he actually heard that. Both of which, why the fuck would you be so like annoyed with her talking and being freaked out?
He takes no nonsense.
I'm under the impression that Steven Seagal was in a different movie, and that Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones and everybody else like had a great time being their side against him. You know what I mean? But they were like, oh, we're bad guys together.
Yeah. No, that seems like a good analogy for, I think, Seagal's entire career. He thinks he's in a different movie, and everyone is like, no, dude.
I also want to point out that like if Steven Seagal didn't like mess with the plans or whatever, and like Gary Busey's plans without a hitch, or like if Steven Seagal didn't even like happen upon Jordan Tate inside the cake, like would she have just been drugged and sleeping in there the entire time? Like
I feel like that was probably what Krill assumed would happen. Like, oh, she'll just be knocked out. But then also that begs the question, like, why was she even invited? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because then he just gets into drag and just shoots everybody anyways, or starts shooting people anyways.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I don't know. It's very odd.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
because she's like not involved in the planning or execution.
This does not pass the Bechdel test. I did cross it out.
Yeah. It's honestly terrible. It's much worse than
damn. I really thought it would.
The parakeet
so
test.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the setup, and then the movie is basically them going around the ship doing things like oh, we gotta like destroy this helicopter, like do the take out their things, like anti-missile things or whatever.
He's in inevitably the ship. He's in platform 2.
Yeah, it's basically that for most of the movie. Eventually they do free some of the people that were captured, which is mostly
a lot of people on that
mostly his guys, like his little friends, which funny, the first time we were watching this, I was like, I recognize one of these guys, and it ended up being I'm gonna look up his name, Raymond Cruz, who was Tuco Salamanca on Breaking Bad.
yeah, classic Breaking Bad actor spottage.
Exactly. I was like, oh my god, that's Tuco. That's crazy.
Tuco
again, another character
nice.
Doesn't nice tight.
That's it. Yeah.
Doesn't do a lot in the movie. Wish he did more. But no, he frees them, and then they're kind of like, "Oh, we'll follow you around and do what you tell us to do."
Yeah, basically.
Eventually, they have to stop the ship, because Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey are like, "Oh, this will be a way to stop Ryback is by flooding the area where they're holding all the other Marines." As a way to stop interfering with us, like you got to go save them, and then they do somehow. I forget exactly how. It doesn't matter.
It's crazy. It really doesn't. It just feels like a lot of movement. Like it doesn't really have substance to it. Like nothing really stands out from scene to scene to like make you go,
that's one of the big, I think, things about this movie is that like when I think of the best action movies, I think of like the big set pieces. I think of like memorable fights. This movie, I can't really think of anything memorable except for maybe the final fight, like with
I would say
fight.
possibly the Steven Seagal, Tommy Lee Jones fight at the end.
At the end, but that's about it.
The only kind of standout fight, and that's like again, like I feel like it's just like it's such a like knock to the writing of this movie because like again, like you're missing opportunities to like have him interact with people like Jordan Tate or like even more with Ramirez, who is Raymond Cruz, to go. Just I don't know, like thought and reflection on the death of the captain. I don't know, just nothing really. Just it all is just kind of barreling. And, like, even, like, I watched The Rock not that long ago, a couple of months ago. And, like, even a movie like that, which is just such, like, kind of action thing, like, you at least have, like, character and like, I don't know, like, motivation that makes sense and is lined up with, like, trying to be interesting. I don't know. It's just... This movie doesn't have any of that. It just kind of like things get worse and worse and worse as it goes. But the day is eight.
I guess the next big thing that happens is eventually, they're going around, they're thwarting things, they're fighting bad guys, whatever. Eventually, the submarine does come, and Gary Busey gets onto it in order to like sell the missiles or take off with the missiles or take off with whatever. And it's at that point that there is kind of a cool sequence where they're like loading. They got to like the gunner area or something. The good guys, and they're like firing missiles at the submarine, and they're like, "Oh, do this," and they're like, "Oh, load." They're all working together. That's kind of a cool sequence. And they do blow up the submarine with Gary Busey on it. So that's kind of one.
Oh yeah,
and a bunch of other people on it.
It is pretty great.
Tommy Lee Jones is still fucking around in the command center.
Oh, there is a whole crash out scene. He freaks out.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I think he's just really upset because his boyfriend Gary Busey was dead. That Krill was dead. I felt kind of a toxic yaoi kind of situation going on between them. I'm not gonna lie.
I do want to say just for a little bit of just like. Freaking geek talk here for those aware.
Go on.
It is very like Kojima must have watched this movie for
he probably loved the
for
fuck out of this movie.
There's no way.
Yeah, we did talk about
100%.
Yeah,
it has a knife fight at the end.
Amazing, but then like also just like the way that they talk and like the stakes of everything. It's like just it's missing a mech.
Tommy Lee Jones has a floppy disk. The whole time, it's what he's there for.
The codes to the nuclear missiles.
Like, this is going to end the world here, pal. 4 kilobyte.
Yeah, once Gary Busey dies, it's just kind of take down.
Yeah, because that's when he crashes out. Basically, Tommy Lee Jones he launches 2 missiles towards Hawaii because he's like, well, my plan's over. I'm gonna blow up Hawaii.
Wait, can we also
my hubby's
talk about
dead.
How Gary Busey very early in the movie says Hawaii.
Oh yeah, he goes Hawaii.
It's like, I didn't know you were native. That was jokes.
Didn't know you were native there, pal.
Hey man, he's he's respectful to the culture.
Yeah, for real.
He might be a terrorist and a traitor to his country, but damn it, he's gonna get the name right.
Before we send out these nukes, we need to do a land acknowledgement. Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, this is his big like, I'm gonna destroy the world kind of thing. You've ruined my plan. Yeah, he's like Cobra Commander or something. He launches the missiles, and then Ryback meets him in the main area, and they have their Leon Krauser knife fight. Their Resident Evil 4. It's a really cool fight, honestly. I like that fight a lot. It's cool.
It's the best. It's the best action scene of the movie. I mean, it's the most standout one. Yeah, it's good.
And that's another one too, where we were like, oh, I bet a lot of Capcom devs watch this movie and they're like, "Damn, we got to put this in a
Yeah.
game someday."
Yeah, Japan really likes their obscure 90s and late 80s action movies.
I mean, hey, Streets of Fire, callback.
Streets of Fire, totally.
Yes.
100%.
But yeah, so he does that also, and then Ryback ends the fight by stabbing a paper mache head with a knife.
Oh, straight to the forehead.
And then exactly. And then they gotta like put in the codes. They like contact the war room, and they're like, all right, we gotta get the codes to like stop the missiles and like deactivate them or whatever. And it's this tense moment, like, oh, are we gonna do it? It's about to hit Hawaii. And then he does it, of course, because he's Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal has dyslexia, so he can't read it.
Tell me what this says.
This is hard.
You know, and then the movie ends and everyone celebrates. They're like, "Yay, he did it! Wow!"
We still have Hawaii.
And then, that's basically where
Jordan
the movie
Cade
closes.
Oh,
that part was funny to me because A, there was no tension between them the entire movie, and B, she looks so uncomfortable during that final kiss.
Other than like saving him once.
I don't know if we mentioned it. She did save him. He was held at gunpoint by one of the.
Yeah, there is one. She shoots one time.
Well, she does say earlier that she's basically Batman. She has a rule that she does not kill, and she kills a man for him. Steven Seagal
because he's so cool. She does do that. I just wish she did more, but that's neither here nor there. And then the movie ends. That's essentially Under Siege in a nutshell.
I really think it's funny that Under Siege 1 has like the light on the right side from our perspective, and Under Siege 2 poster has the light on the other side. So it's like if you put them next to each other, it's like it just looks kind of funny.
Oh really? Oh, that's so funny.
Full face.
That's very funny. I'm looking at that right now.
Under Siege post. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, what a movie.
What a movie, honestly.
This movie is better when I forget Steven Seagal is on it.
Honestly, yeah, that was a big thing for me. I was like, it just kind of feels like the movie comes to a halt whenever I'm reminded, oh, he's the guy that's got to save the day. Oh, okay.
It's kind of weird that the action scenes of this movie are the boring parts. Like, why is that?
Yeah, that's a big mark against it because it's an action movie.
I think because the acting's so goofy.
There's cool performances, but the action just sucks.
I would rather, because like every time it cuts back to them, I'm like, I just want to see more Busey and Jones.
Yeah.
Doing bits.
Tension and more...
Yeah, more slice of life, please. We need the filler episodes.
Aref, did you have any final thoughts as the movie came to a close?
This is a movie made for you three. You get what I'm saying?
Simpletons. You towheads over there.
Christian. And of course, like, I'm not trying to put you on blast or anything. No, but like, let's just have this out in the open. Let's put this on the pod. You know,
what is this about?
We watched this movie, and you came out of it liking it, like thinking it was pretty good.
I think,
and before we give scores and get into reviews, I want to have a session of talking about this because I think this will maybe get into some meat and potatoes here, some inside baseball. What is this? Is this movie good? Is that what you're saying? Is this movie good?
I think Aref actually gave like the best review of it. It is what it is. Like I think it's just it wears its heart on its sleeve. It does some good. It does some things good. It does a lot of them bad. I think it's like fine. I don't think it's like, it's not like bad. It's but like it's not like I could just put this on in the background and just be like, oh, that was fine,
Yeah,
whatever.
I just like, it's just like, it's such a wacky premise. I can't tell if anything's intentional. Everything
Where's your
is
whimsy?
forgettable.
Where's your whimsy? What are you talking about? Fantastic.
My whimsy got totally lost in this. My whimsy is gone when I see this. I have no idea where it is.
That's
the
fair.
movie like peaks like the first 10 minutes and then just goes downhill. And I was like, and then it just becomes an incoherent mess for me. Like
I will say, like, while I would say that this isn't like it's not bad in the sense that, like, I think it's poorly made. Like, I think it's well made. I think there's like good work put behind it. It is a frustrating movie because I think it's a movie that, like, when you're watching it, you're like, oh, there's a better movie here, underneath the surface.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this movie's it's just such a weird movie.
I guess this is the equivalent of the elevator pitch that should have been shot down.
I don't think so.
I don't think they could have made this movie without Steven Seagal.
There's a better movie underneath the bones of all this, and I think because from what I was reading,
crazy.
Apparently there is a reboot of this in development.
No way.
And I pitched something when we were watching it the other night. Ad, if you weren't here for that, but let me sell my pitch here. You make this movie but better, right? Obviously. But Casey Ryback,
obviously
played by I forget his name, I'm so sorry, but the guy from Rebel Ridge.
He's the cook. He's Steven Seagal.
He's right. Like, he's the new, like, the badass, like, he's the new action dude. I think he could, like, Gina
Carano.
No, not.
Why have you been thinking about Gina Carano?
Sorry. I've been thinking about her a lot recently.
Why? You think of the strangest things. Why? You're going off on Gal Gadot hating, and then you're like, Gina Carano.
That's literally what it was, Christian. I'm not even joking with you. I was like, I kind of wish Gina Carano was Wonder Woman. I feel like she would have done a good job. I mean, like, Freeled, the whole anti-Semitic shit. But I'm on the curtails of like a big summit. I'm pretty tired.
By what name was Under Siege 1992 officially released in India in Hindi? Oh no,
I don't know. I think you're going to tell me.
No, I got to sign into some sort of IMDb. I'm not good. Yeah, I'm not good.
Oh, he was.
There's a Bollywood Under Siege.
He wasn't even prepared.
Maybe it's time to get.
Oh, it's asking me for
He's
my
got to
dad's
put in his
email.
social security number to get $50 Lulus.
Maybe it's time to get to some reviews, huh?
Yeah, Trevor, what would you give your ranking for this movie?
When Steven Seagal is not in this movie, it's a 5 out of 10. When Steven Seagal is in the movie, it's a 4. That's my review.
So what would you give?
That's my review.
If you're comparing,
that's it. That's what you get. Interpret it how you will. Ryan?
I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
This is the perfect movie to watch with, like, your dad. I think your dad would appreciate this, or like someone that, like, you see as like a father figure that's probably a boomer. They'd love this. They'd love seeing all, like, the big vehicles that they get to use, and then it's actors that are their age. It's like Tommy Lee Jones, or just a movie with the boys, because they're not going to notice that the lady has, like, no lines and barely does anything. I don't think it's a polite thing to put on as a date night movie. So it's given a 3. Aref.
I want to say that it was, it's a movie for you three, but I don't think it is. Like, I think it is really just a dad movie. Like, I think the way I view this movie
It's a
is
towhead
how, like,
movie,
my
you're
kids
right.
gonna look at me when I show them the first Transformers movie, live action. You know what I'm saying? You're like, this is like, what
This
the
is the
fuck
lamest
is this?
shit
Like,
I've
oh,
ever
this
seen,
is the
Dad.
fucking best. And anyways, but like, I think it's just kind of like a cultural thing. It's like, oh, like, this is the type of shit that we watched back then, and this was the coolest thing ever. But, for a Steven Seagal movie, it's my first one. I was like, yeah, it's pretty fun. I had a good time. It's not bad by any means. It's not like my favorite movie. I would probably never show this to my seahorse wife. So I don't know. I'll give it like a 5.5. Or shit, Christian.
No. Yeah, no. This movie is like, by today's standards, garbo. It's terrible. Like, there's enough about it that it's serviceable. Like, I think it's a fun watch, like a fun, like, just popcorn. Like, hey, let's put on a dumb 90s action flick, like, let's put it on. And I think if you're just wanting that, it you get what you want, right? That's what you're getting. But I think there's just too much about it that like it distracts me from being like, oh, there's a better movie underneath here. Like, there's no women, and they I would never. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, where are the bitches at?
Like they just don't do enough with her, and it just feels like there's something there. Like that really bothers me about the movie. The fact that Steven Seagal takes it way more seriously than anybody in the movie, like, really makes him stand out from how boring he is when he's on screen, and it makes it so much more enjoyable when Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey are hanging out and doing bits together. But I think it's like fine. Again, it's not
Romancing.
a movie I would like recommend we put on at like a party or something. Even though I said earlier, oh, it's a good party movie. It's like fine. I think I would agree with Ryan. I'm gonna give it like a 3.
I end up giving it a higher
gonna give
score
it a
than
3.
you guys. I gave it a 5.
I also gave it a 3. I also gave it a 3 to
You gave it a 5.
Trevor, who was trying to paint it like this is a Southland Till
The
situation.
Southland Tales
Fuck
was better
you,
than this, but
Trevor.
Southland Tales was bad. Yeah.
Like the microwave distracto bomb thing that he did.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Were you guys getting like Iron Man?
I guess. But isn't that all just kind of Home Alone?
Did he do that in Iron Man 3? I don't remember.
I didn't see
I
that
don't know,
one.
the whole thing with the kitchen and like the stainless steel tables. I was like, this is Iron Man 3. Anyways,
I choose to believe you. I don't remember that, but I believe you that is true. Yeah, that's the scene where everyone's like, you're watching it and you're like
Did
crying
you know
and you're like, wait, who
at
is
the
that?
end
Who
of
is that?
Avengers Endgame, the little boy from Iron Man 3 appeared. Oh.
We're all joking. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Trevor, play us out.
That movie just took it out of me, man. It was a lot. It was just a lot. It just like, I don't know. And I'm just kind of aghast that I ended up giving it kind of a better score than you guys.
Having to think about this movie sucks.
Well, you get that kind of polarizing opinions only here at the TRACcast. So, yeah, thank you for listening to another episode. Tune in next time for when we're going to discuss what the best white noise to fall asleep to is, or brown noise. We sometimes like that. There is magenta noise too, and purple noise, but we don't. Those are whatever. So we're not going to talk about them.
And hopefully with Seahorse update too.
Isn't it crazy that Ryan's dad probably sat through like 45 minutes of fucking commercials to watch this on Spike TV?
WGN.
Oh, this would have aired. I wonder what this would have aired on.
Yeah.
USA characters.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Spike sounds
It could have been one of
right.
those like. Thank you all for listening to another episode of today's review of The Sordid Cinema, otherwise known as the TRACcast. Please give us a like and a comment, a follow, wherever you're listening to this. Just interact with us in any sort of which way. We'd really appreciate that.
Yeah. Apologies to the 45 plus out there.
TRACcast signing off.